Hey, today's topic is parents. When we grow up, we believe that our parents are gods, or at least I did. And I believe that they knew everything. They knew what we have to do. They recommend you everything. There's a reason why we believe that they are our gods, because we couldn't survive without them. They provide us food, shelter. We were scared if we do something wrong, they will kick us out. We'll basically die without them. As we grow up and we become older, we realize that they are not like gods. They're just humans. They're equal to us. You become more independent because of that. But because we're both getting older, they become more dependent on you because they're physically are and mentally are more weaker than you, becoming more older. And that's what happens with age. And this is where your responsibility is to help them with bringing groceries in, maybe talk to them when they become more lonely, because it's much harder to you have less friends when you get older, because our parents grew up in a different era than us. They don't know a lot of things that we believe in our modern world. For example, the biggest issue I noticed is the mental health. Back then, you have to toughen up. You have to hide your feelings. You need to make sure like no one hears you complaining, or you could complain among themselves, but they didn't really talk about it, or they made fun of them. Because we're more open talking about mental health, having therapists, counselors. It's our duty to help our parents to talk about issues that they never talked about, but also it helps us to bring us closer to them. I know everyone has different relationship with their parents and how close they are, but I feel like a lot of us start to understand them and forgive what they did because they just grew up in that weird time where things were very different for our time. And we try to help them to understand how it's supposed to be like. A lot of old people don't want to change, so they're gonna deny everything you say, and you cannot do anything about it. So just do your best, be the best version of yourself, and lead by example. What I mean by leading by example is you're gonna be the leader of your house, of your family and the house. I know that there's a lot of families that have different beliefs, they have different techniques or things they do in life than you do, but you gotta trust your gut and live your own life. They already lived their life, so they just help you by the experience they had, not by experience that you have. Going back to the mental health, our parents are not perfect. We're not perfect. We're humans, and we're always trying to learn. We're trying to grow as a person, and that's our human nature. I believe don't be harsh on your parents when they don't understand certain things. It's easier to said than done, but try your best to lead by example. Try not to be over emotional, and be cool and in control of yourself. And as a 23-year-old male in the family, I have to start providing for my family slowly and have to build my own income. I'm really worried about not taking care of my parents, and the things that they did for me I cannot repay. So they helped me a lot trying finding jobs, and I realize I'm not particularly happy about it because I feel like it's my own duty to figure out this on my own in my life, because that's how you live. You try different things and you experience it. So if you're having the same issues, know that you're not alone. Yeah. I'm trying to stop laughing because I get nervous when I talk about real stuff. There's a lot of things you can learn from your parents, and there's a lot of things you can teach them. And I believe if you want to build a closer relationship with your family and trying to understand them more, have a more sincere conversations and honest conversations, all the things that you think about them, because I have some issues of being honest with your parents because you don't want to hurt them or disappoint them. But the pain that you go through telling them all the honest things, it brings you closer. It might not feel like it, and your parents might not understand you and therefore will push you away, but you'll be more happy with yourself that you've been the best version of yourself and you being honest with people. So parents are children, and you gotta help them and be the leader of the family. Later. Thank you for listening. Peace.